Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Well, here's the breaking news. We have arrived, baby. Welcome to Florida. A couple miles back, right there's the welcome rest area. I just passed it. And we're on the best road in America. Looks like a little construction right here, but I don't think it's much. And everything's new and everything's beautiful, and there's them tall pine trees. Everything's green. We're back, baby. We're back again to the East Coast, baby, that rules. Florida. Florida is the greatest state in the country. This is where everybody wants to be right now. I don't know about this part. It's 55 degrees outside, but some in the north would consider that a heat wave. They just got something going on in the middle there, but the lanes here are going. Best roads in America, best state in America, best people in America. Home of Donald Trump and a bunch of others. Yeah, look at that. Green, green grass of home. Oh, yeah.
There are police reported ahead.
Police reported. Let's see, give them a confirmation if they're still there or not there. It's asking me on my GPS. I don't see them yet. So, Alabama and Mississippi were, don't blink, you'll miss it. On the 10, they go through the shortest part of those two states and the longest part of Texas if you get on the 10. But I still promote, take the 10 until I hear about the 20 and the 40 have been rebuilt. It'll take the rest of my life before they ever get the construction done that they haven't even begun yet. But the construction coming back on the I-10 is different than going out. Going out is a breeze. But yeah, beautiful Florida. Just like I said in other videos, New Mexico, Arizona, all of those states are unmistakable. You can tell you're in Arizona. You can tell you're in New Mexico. This guy right here, gal, can tell she's going to get run over if she don't pick it up or back off. Another one getting on the freeway that doesn't know how. Doesn't look before they get on the ramp, like speed up or slow down. I got nowhere to go. I got this big, beautiful Peterbilt passing me here. Allied Van Lines. Well, he had that thing shined up. Moving some high dollar person from California probably, or somewhere down here to Florida. The last time I came home, I got off and went down to Panama City Beach and kicked it in an RV park there, a campground, for about 3 days. But not going to do that now because when I used to live in Atlanta, I would go to Panama City Beach because that would be the beach that everybody from Atlanta would go, and Destin. In the wintertime, it's cold as heck there. It's not until you get to Sarasota, south of Tampa, or south of Lake Okeechobee and get into Palm Beach County, do you get warm weather. Do you know what the temperature is in Sarasota right now? 76 degrees. It's 55 right here. It's probably 55 in Gainesville. I mean, you don't have to go very far north. Once you leave, like, Sarasota and go 50 miles, you got a whole different climate. You got to go all the way down to be subtropic. And it never gets cold. I mean, they do. We get them for a day or two, and then they're blow out. But 76 and sunny is gorgeous. That beats that 96 and humid. I'm going to get out of there next year. I'll go somewhere else. I'm going to spend 3 months somewhere. Florida, man, that was unexpected. I've been dilly-dallying around all day. Went to Buc-ee's there and picked up my new... It better get cold down there at night, enough to have a little fire. I got myself a propane fire pit. 58,000 BTUs. I got a confirmation and a good review from someone when I was videoing it. It was kind enough to tell me it was a good one. And what I like about it is there's no waiting for it to get going, and there's no smoke. And there's no ashes, and there's nothing going to burn my awning or anybody else's property. It's just going to light and warm you and have a nice romantic glow. Why don't you stop on by? Sit around my fire. I got some chairs. Yeah, gonna be nice. All right, let's follow these guys around through this construction here. See a concrete barrier there? They had one, well, most of the way across this country. They had those same concrete barriers on the right over in the left lane too, which really made this look skinny and narrow. Then the semis would go by you. Florida doesn't waste their tax dollars. They know millions of people come here probably daily, and they keep the roads nice, they keep the landscape nice, because it's a vacation mecca. There's so many places. Daytona's, Orlando's, the Disney stuff, the Keys, Palm Beach, Sarasota, Tampa, all of it. The whole state is a big vacation land. Well, it's telling me to take 10, not the I-10. 284 miles to 75. I think I'm going to make it home tonight, everybody. I'm showing an arrival about 6 p.m. So I might as well just keep on trucking. I don't know how I can make it, but that's what it'd say. We'll find out. I took a little nap back there at Buc-ee's before I went inside. Did you know that Florida on the Panhandle is as long across as it is from north to south? It's skinny to cross it, you know, when you get down into South Florida, a couple of 100 miles maybe. But it's a long way from Pensacola to Jacksonville and Jacksonville to Miami. Yeah, I feel like I made it. I'm not there yet. Still praying for safe travels. No tickets, no car accidents, no trouble. Move over here a little bit onto this beautiful freeway that's so smooth. We got some wind out there. It's blowing 14 northwest. So I feel the camper buffering around back there, but it's not a fishtail. It's just, you can tell it's, you know, windy. But once it buffs, it, you know, gets in line. It's not doing that swaying back and forth. Yeah, it's a good setup here. I mean, in the beginning, I was really worried about it. I was like, well, something's not right. And you got to go with those 3 links that you hang off on that weight distribution hitch. Everything's got to be just right. If everything's not just right, then it's not just right. It's less than right. And I accept nothing less than perfect. Not if perfect is achievable. Why go less? Oh, I'm excited about that little propane fire pit. And it'll cool down quickly. It's got these lava rocks, and then you just put it away. Very excited about it. 58,000 BTUs. That's pretty warm, isn't it? Got my tire pressure monitoring system for the Flagstaff. Let's see what we got for tire pressure. 70 in the passenger front axle. It's still Bluetoothing and connecting. It gave me one only so far. 65 is what I blew them up to, cold. All right, 70 front passenger. 71 driver rear axle. 70 passenger rear axle. And 68 driver front axle. Those are the warm temperatures. And it's, 61 degrees out there. It even tells me the temperature inside the tires. Oh boy, here comes something nice for you. Here you go. Here you go, baby. Let's go. Pensacola. We got the Air Force Base up here. America's Heroes. You can tell by that water, the white caps, it is really blowing out there. Sure is. I'm going to back it down a little bit because, man, oh wow. Oh my. It's really buffering me out here. Let me show you around a little bit. There's another old bridge. Kind of like the Keys. Let me zoom out. Okay, here we go. Yep, there's the old bridge. Oh my gosh, this thing is being tossed. That big box back there is being blown around, baby. Seriously, that front went through and brought this cold front. Wow. I gotta put this down. This is scary. I'm scared. Let me put this back up in here because I'm telling you, it's a handful. Woo! You know, wow. All right, slow it down a little bit more. Out over this open water, it is playing havoc on that Flagstaff. So I had the rain, I had the fog, now I got the wind. If I had to deal with the wind I've got right now, that would be worse than any of them. Second would be that rain. And then the fog, as long as the fog had some visibility. Look at the cars go. They just go underneath the wind. Their lower half of it's underneath that barrier there. I'm sitting up high and I got a big box behind me, like a sail. Yeah. Pensacola Bay. I reckon that's what this is. Get me off this bridge. Between them trees.
There's a stalled vehicle ahead.
Stalled vehicle. Let me confirm it or deny it. It's asking me on my screen. Still there or not there? Let's see. I should report this debris in the road right here. It's on the shoulder though. Oh, that's a pallet. Oh man, that's dangerous. Yeah, he's still there. And then let me report that debris. Construction object on the road. It's not on the road, but have them look for it. All right, take up speed. I'm at 50. Let's get back up to 62. Hey, did everybody notice that Bubba got back and checked in? Welcome back, Bubba. I'm getting to know a lot of you. Let me see if I can throw some names out there. And if I do, forget you. It's not that I just, I'm getting old. So we'll start with Cindy and Sherry and TRD and TZ or whatever Larry's calling himself. He keeps changing his username. We got Bubba, and then Jeff. I got a couple of Jeffs, and we got Saul, and we got new one, Tom. Welcome to the community, Mr. Tom. Such a nice commenter. And Miss Silva, been around for a long time. We got who else? Trying to think now. Drawing a blank. And the ones I'm not saying are the like, of course, Angel on a Mission. And we got Chris Google Maps, and we got, come on, Baker, think. So many avid commenters, such nice people, Christian people. And even if you don't believe, you're nice people, the ones that comment. I think most of you are believers, though. Merry Christmas to everybody. I wish everybody the most prosperous New Year. And remember, it's all about health is wealth. Doesn't matter where you go or what you do, as long as you're healthy and you feel good. You'd give it all away if you were laying in a hospital bed horizontal and you couldn't get up. You'd give everything. Anybody would. You get one life, you get one contract. Make it a good one. No do-overs. Wow, man. It is really blowing. I bet it's more than 14. All right, merging. Here comes one of them badass. What is that, a Cadillac or is that a Tundra? Up behind me there. You'll go around in a minute. You know what it is? I think it's one of them Kias or something. Yeah, the Kia. Yeah, it's at Palisade. Well, they sell a lot of vehicles. Kia and Hyundai. Oh, of course, we've got Steve Mum. We've got JV, Timmy Appleseed. We've got Temecula J. He goes by a different username. Who else? Lots of you out there. Yeah, I wish everyone a happy holiday. And remember what it's about. Now, I've been saying this for the last 10 years plus. And yet, myself included, gets caught up in the secular world and the commercialization of Christmas. I know people that don't even believe in the Lord that celebrate it for the, you know, the gift and the toys and the getting and the giving, instead of really what it's about. I mean, those things are fine, but God says, you know, put me first. Don't be idolizing some other God, or I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. He's a jealous God, he says. I know one thing. I'd be terrified. You know, these trees that were snapped in half from hurricanes. I would be terrified to be a non-believer. He's all I got in this world. He's all I got to provide for me, help me, and he does a great job. No one can fill his shoes. Yeah. We got a little cell phone tower right there. NAS, Whiting Field, Baghdad. Whatever that is. Here's a Love's. We're not going to stop. We got plenty of fuel. We just got it. Love's up there on the left. You see that little red heart on the top of the sign? I get excited when I see one. I get 10 cents off a gallon. They got the best coffee. Always going to be the lowest price gas. And they always have a little store on the side too. Does this say McDonald's too? No, I think it's Arby's. Who likes Arby's? You know, I've eaten them and I don't hate it, but I never set out to go to an Arby's. I know there are people, but I never set out to get that roast beef sandwich with cheddar cheese on it. Sounds pretty good right now, though. Well, we're in Florida prices now. What do we got at Love's up here? Sub $3, $2.85 means $2.75. Knocking on the $3 door. Man, I hope it can come down. I was paying that $2.30, $40, $50 all the way across the country till I got to Arizona, Nevada. Good prices. At least, you know, the fuel cost was, I think, lower this time than the last trip. I think gas is a little lower. Drill, baby, drill. Let's get that gas down to $1 a gallon. Let's go. We got more of that in the earth than we'll ever burn. We got, I think it was, someone was saying, I heard yesterday, all these pharmaceuticals that they want $400 for over here, you can buy for $4 in every other country. Same exact drug. We're getting ripped off, folks. I got to slow down. There's going to be some wind up here. This guy coming right behind this guy, they got the blue tarps going, don't they? Whatever they got, they don't want it to get wet. It's going to test its endurance in this wind. Imagine if that gets a tear. One little hole, and it's on. Or should I say off. Well, I can see the homes over there on the left. You can't. Florida style. Man, I've never been so excited about being back in Florida. Give me a week or two. I'll be ready to go again. All right, let's pick it back up to speed here. I'm doing 55. Let's take it to 62. Another rest area. Not for me today. I'm going home tonight. Hey, I was going to say, I'm going to go home tonight and sleep in my own bed. I never have left home. I just changed my surroundings. Boy, that wind is something. I had a little while there, I think it was yesterday or this morning, that it was just like a vacuum, just like the engine shut off. I'm just moving down the road. I could drive with one finger. Now, man, it can come out of nowhere, these wind shots. These big rigs and stuff, they seem to go through it pretty easy too. I guess they're so heavy. Someone said in comments that I should consider delivering RVs. No, the only travel I like doing when it comes to driving is going somewhere for me. I can't imagine, taking payloads or packages, trailers, whatever you want to call it, delivery man. In fact, being a trucker, I got an old saying I learned a long time ago about truckers. They've been everywhere and seen nothing. They don't get off this highway except to drop off their load. But a lot of them have been doing it for years, and I know some truckers. I got some subscribers that are truckers. I think Bubba was one. And I know California Steve was one for many years. And they love it. Maybe it's driving the truck. Maybe the truck driving part is fun. But, it crossed my mind once, but I don't have a CDL, which you can get. I don't have a passport either. Never got one. And I don't think I ever need one. I wouldn't want to leave this country now to go anywhere, including Thailand and the Philippines, which is still cheaper than here, but you ain't here. And it has gotten more expensive as more and more people have left the country and gone to these other countries. The gig is up. 20 years ago, you go to the Philippines or Thailand, and you could live like a king on $1,000 a month. Now, that's kind of like what it takes to live there. But if you can, get close to $2,000 on your Social Security or $1,500-1,800, you can still live, more comfortable than you can here. But you're not, you're not banking. The average income, I think, in the Philippines, my buddy's over there, is $400 a month. So, but they're living in squalor. The ones that drive cars and live in nice homes, they make more than that. But things are still cheaper there for sure. But you ain't in the USA, baby. I can just imagine, being 65 and having Medicare. I don't care if you got the disadvantage plan. You go over there and you really got a disadvantage plan. No plan. Imagine getting sick on the other side of the world or something happening to you. Yeah, too many, maybe to go there for a few months and come back, and live large. Maybe that's something. I don't know. Everybody's driving around in them scooters. I hear there's roosters and chickens running around everywhere, a lot of places. And people like to do karaoke till all hours of the night. Now that's what I heard from one YouTuber that lives in one particular area, in Dumaguete. But there's 1,000 islands down there. There's also a lot of rain and typhoons, brownouts. You lose your electricity for a day or two. No warning. You don't know when it's going to come back. But don't get me wrong. I've watched many YouTube videos because I thought about it. And those guys are happy as a lark. They really are. You can't believe a damn thing I say. I might end up down there. Not. Oh, what else we got here? We got 2025, a kind of a nice even number. It's even and odd at the same time. And we got a new president coming in. And he's got all these people that's got magic wands are going to just magically fix everything. Well, they're going to begin anyway, and half the battle to anything is to begin. We'll see what happens. I'm praying things will go good. America spoke. The silent majority came out and said, we got to take this ship in a different direction. And so we did, and let's find out what's going to happen. I pray that he stays safe. He's not there yet, and I don't trust the evil world. Now, moving on. When I thought about Donald Trump, I thought about golf. And I'm thinking, that's what I need to do now that the weather's good. Of course, it's more expensive now in Florida because of the season, and everybody's down here. But whatever it is, you know, I want to go play. And I want to play without 40-mile-an-hour winds like I had in Bullhead City. I was talking to JV last night. I couldn't believe it. He's already, Dan and Joe, his friends from Minnesota.
There are police reported ahead.
Let's see. They don't stop. They're playing every day. Dan is playing every day. Joe doesn't play every time, but Dan does. And then JV tries to get out there with him, but he doesn't even play every day. He plays a lot, though. Boy, JV, he was sick when he couldn't play. When he hurt his shoulder and fell, and then the heart thing. I mean, I never knew what an avid golfer he was. I mean, he always talked about it. And then when I played with him, I saw he's got a heck of a swing. Yeah, the police are still here. Let's report them. Reporting. I saw a bunch of ambulances and stuff when I left Buc-ee's back in Alabama. I heard them too when these are both police. Oh, one's an unmarked in a Ford Exploder, or is that a Expedition? I think it was an Expedition. There were no cops, but there was a fire truck and a couple of ambulances with two cars. Maybe someone had a heart attack or something. It wasn't an accident. Yeah, all it takes is something like that to ruin your day, ruin your life. Got to stay healthy, folks. Watch what you eat. Go to the gym. Get some steps in. Take some walks. And don't think about things. Don't stress. That's another thing. You know, it hasn't been proven, really, but I'm pretty sure it is true that stress will definitely age you and cause you, it'll take years off your life. 99% of the things that we worry about never come to pass. And like one person said, yeah, even if it's true, what can you do about it? You know, there's nothing you're going to do about it. I mean, I'm talking about things that you have no control over. Yeah, you got to get your mind right. You got to get your attitude right. You got to do the right thing for your body, you know, with exercise and what you use for fuel, what you eat. We can all do better. We can all do better. Our country is got so many people that are obese or poor health, and we're just gobbling up all that sugar and garbage. I'm preaching because I'm guilty of it. I'm doing better now, trying to. At least I'm thinking about it. But some people just throw caution to the wind. Just keep eating those terrible things that are killing you. Then when you end up in the hospital and they say, you got it, and there ain't nothing we can do about it, you'll be thinking, oh man, wish I had a do-over. Here comes the police at unmarked. There he goes. Look, that's an expedition. Oh yeah. He can light up those lights in that back window. I saw him. In Florida, cops can drive anything. You go down to Palm Beach, I've seen them in anything and everything. Not just your Ford Narc looking cars, pickup trucks, SUVs, Corvettes. I've seen them in everything. There's a lot of crime down here, a lot of money. Well, criminals are going to go, hey, I got a call. Let me go.